Okay, I've been doing live updates on Periscope and loading them up to Twitter with all the updates that I received from a relative who is confined in Cook County Jail. I reported that Division 2 has a high number of infected detainees of COVID-19. I reported that there is no social distancing. I reported that they gave them a piece of cloth, small piece of cloth, to clean the phones with watered down bleach. I reported that they were told to use their personal items to sanitize their cells, which family members send that money in for them to get their commissary. So last week, they decided, upon a judge order from Matthew Kinnelly, to move the inmates to another location, an abandoned building that had not been used. But the building was not sanitized. It was not clean. The mattresses were horrible. And they're supposed to be in individual cells. And now they're doubling up again. Roaches, and rats. The bathrooms are filthy. The floors, the whole facility is filthy. Now, Matthew McConnelly gave Tom Dart an order to make sure those behind the walls were protected. You all don't want to release them on bond and electronic monitoring, but you're not doing a good job in containing the virus. Tonight, we see that there are 4 individuals, detainees, that have died. One detainee was still chained to a bed, and now the family is suing. I was told there was a detainee in there that had loss of smell, loss of taste, fever, and could not breathe. That is a violation of their 8th Amendment. That's cruel treatment. And so we have all these elected officials. The news is reporting when it get to a level of no return. And I'm not understanding for the life of me, why does it take for things to get to a level of no return before somebody feel like that the lives that's behind those walls are important? Now, please understand. Some of you all may say they're criminals. Most of them have not been to trial yet. They have not been found guilty at all. Our system is very flawed. Yet the state of Illinois has collected funding from MacArthur Foundation for prison reform, and it has not taken place. Now, let me provide you a little more update. These issues as residing in Cook County Jail, they're nothing new. The jail was filthy from the get-go. Tom Dart has been sitting on his butt, just coasting his way through. Now the shades have been pulled, the rock has been moved, and all the dust is stirred up in the air. 253 detainees are infected with COVID-19, no medical care. One of their staff members have died. 4 detainees have died. The workers are complaining just like the detainees. Then ABC News posted a detainee wrote on the window with a cry out, "Help, we are going to die in here." You all looked at everything else. You didn't look at the homeless. You didn't look at the nursing homes. And you're definitely not paying attention to the detainees. This is a political move. It's a money move. And you all are concerned about the money instead of the lives. Those individuals can go on electronic monitoring and go home. There's nothing wrong with that for them going home. They're going to have to go back and face the music, but they're not guilty. So what happened to innocent to proven guilty? Now people have to fight for their innocence. I saw a young lady on the news tonight, Sierra Norris. She's stepping up to the plate and fighting for those individuals. Why would it take one individual to step up to the plate when you all should step up to the plate? Because all of you are just as much accountable. Timothy Evans, you're the chief judge. You need to make your voice heard and correct this madness that's going on in Cook County Jail. Kim Fox, your office stalled the process because you like the money. Y'all like the money aspect of it. It's not about whether people are wrong or right. You all like the money aspect of it. Tom Dart, you did an interview, said you was outraged with how people painted a picture of you when the picture was true. You painted that picture of yourself. Now, I'm livid about this. Very much so. Not just for my relative, for all those individuals whose lives matter. They are not throwaways. They are not animals. They are human beings. And you all should treat them as such. Tony Pretwinkle, you don't skate neither. Your name is on that outside as Cook County Board President. You are very much aware of what's going on. Very much aware. How many lives does it take to be lost before you all feel like you should do something? Because if your family member was in there, you would feel the same way we feel about this. Stop talking about it. Stop having behind the door meetings and do something about it. Because believe me, your seats are on the line and November is coming quickly. And we are definitely taking notes. And for every organization that represents prison reform, you need to step up too. Yes, we as family members are crying out. Yes, we as family members are making our voices heard. And we will continue to make our voices heard until something is done. Those individuals have family that love them. They have kids. They have wives. And they deserve a fair chance. Not for you all to decide whether they should live or die. That's not your decision. You got half of the county. One side of it is medical. Now, where's the medical aspect of it? Not seeing that work because there's no medical care up in there. None. They're still sharing microwaves. So how are you making sure you won't let them out, but you're not doing your due diligence to make sure they stay safe and healthy? So release them to an environment where they can get what they need. And for those of you who feel like this video or these conversations should not be had, wait till it hits your front door and you see how it feels to stand in these shoes. And quiet as it kept, a lot of y'all have experienced this. You know how the system works. It's discrimination. Bottom line. It's one-sided. Bottom line. We've seen it over and over again. We've seen the videos. We've seen it play out on the news. We've seen this play out over and over again. Those who are lighter complexion get to go home. I don't care what kind of crime they do. But ethnic races are the ones who suffer. You don't care about their first time offenders. You don't care if they just happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. You don't care about none of that. You don't know who they are. You work on a point system. And then you set it up so people, you keep them in a long time without them being found guilty, so they would take a plea bargaining. Violation of rights, you all are doing. That's what you're doing. And justice is blind, truly. There's no balance in this scale. Because if you're white, you're right. Bottom line. And you all are the worst. Let me correct myself. You all do more crimes than some of us do. But yet you label us and you dress yours up. But crime is still crime. Life is still life. And fairness is still fairness. You all, every elected official, from every congressman to every senator to every commissioner to the mayor to the governor to the state's attorney to the Cook County Board President to the state's representative, you need to fix this. Matthew Kinnelly, your demand did not work. So release those detainees. Save those workers. They need to go home so they can be safe with their families. Bottom line, you are not God, and stop playing like you are God, because you are not. And until you all get this message, he's going to show you better than he can tell you, because y'all playing. You're stepping in shoes that's not yours to step in. Let them detainees go home. Period. Release them now.